Hi, friends. Welcome back to Compelled to Impact. I'm so glad you're here because today's message is all about rising up into your life, not just surviving, but stepping boldly into your true life, the one that's aligned with your spirit, your calling, and the architect of your life. So let's talk about one of the most influential spiritual teachers in history. Because while many associate Jesus' message with comfort, tradition, or rules, I believe his message was radical. What if he came to earth to shake things up and be the example of how humans should rise from the dead of the woeful drudgery of life that they've become comfortable with? Does that sound too dramatic? It's not any more dramatic than what people accept day to day as normal, commonly complaining about other people and situations that become pet peeves. When people spend too much time and energy becoming experts in their misery, it's almost impossible for good things to happen. And if they do, it's very unlikely they'll see the good in anything or be ready for it. One huge debilitating element is that most people have been led or strayed so far from eternal value and living every day from love and grace. Truth has been skewed for centuries by people who have led others into the agenda set up by their self-centered egos. Oh, yeah, they can be nice people, but they have self-centered egos. It's time to disrupt what's settled for as normal, to challenge what's ordinary and transport it into extraordinary. I believe God's message through Jesus is meant to show us what it means to rise up above the noise, the doubt, the fear, and to stop living like the walking or working dead and step into the supernatural life you were always intended to live. Point number one, rise above the ordinary. Jesus, as many other prophets and good people, didn't come to just make bad people good. He came to bring dead things to life. This includes dreams, hope, purpose, and even your identity. He didn't do it by blending in. He did it by rising above what was expected. He showed us how to live from the Spirit, not just for survival, but to simplify and amplify life. What if rising into your life means no longer accepting mediocrity? What if your spiritual alignment with God is a starting point of walking in divine boldness? Point two, your spirit was made for more. You weren't made to just follow routines or rituals, barely meeting expectations, or stay small. Your spirit carries a divine imprint of the author of life. And when you align God's spirit with your spirit, something wakes up inside you. Call it purpose, call it a calling, call it destiny. Well, whatever you call it, it's time to rise. Point three, from survival to supernatural living. Jesus didn't only heal people's bodies, he restored their identity. He awakened their faith. He shifted their mindset from lack to limitless. And that's what he wants for you. That's what God wants for you, to stop existing and start living awake. Be alive, empowered, and aligned. Your job isn't really to figure it all out. Your job is to rise, to say yes to what your spirit already knows, to respond to that quiet nudge that says, there's so much more. Whatever you call this force, this existence and presence that is bigger than yourself, this is the ultimate goal. Excuse me, is to rise above all the things that have held you back. Rise above the ego part of your brain that says, oh, don't do that, and scares you into not doing things. So, so here's my question to you. Where are you playing too small? Where have you accepted what's normal, even though it doesn't match who God says you are? This week, ask whatever your spiritual force is to show you where you are being called higher. And then take one bold step, no matter how small it is, toward your rise. You were made to rise, not to impress others, not to prove your worth, but to reflect God's glory, the glory of the universe. You are here as a representative of the immanence of God, perceiving his manifest presence by the example of demonstrating compassion. Your spirit connection produces an unmistakable connection to miraculous transcendence of human experiences. Jesus said that if you believe, you'll be able to do everything he did and more. More. Why aren't you receiving these gifts of abundance and fulfillment? To live awakened, to walk in your calling. If this message has touched your heart, let me know in the comments, where are you ready to rise above the fray and really live each day and savor each moment? Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this with someone who needs a spiritual boost today. And until next time, live excellently, give generously, and love lavishly. And always rise. Bye.